Okay, today we are going to be making some notes about some different things in our solar system. So you guys are going to get out your solar system books that we made on Monday, and we are going to take notes in there. So you're going to open up to the first page, and I've already got my notes started, but we're going to talk about what's going to go in here. So on the left side of your page, let me raise my camera up. On the left side of your page, you're going to put the name of what we're talking about and then a picture. And on the right side is where we're going to put our bullet points for information. So where we're getting our information from is over here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is that big fireball of gas in the middle of our solar system, and it's called the sun. So on my book, I've written my heading up here, the sun, and I've drawn a picture and I made it squiggly so you can tell that it's really hot. I drew lines around it. Pause the video at any time if you need to catch up. And then on the right side, I am writing down my facts using bullet points. That's another text feature. So the first thing I have written down that we are learning about the sun is the sun lies in the heart of our solar system. So it's in the very center. That's important for us to know because all of the planets and everything else in our solar system revolves around that sun. So in our book, our first bullet point is going to be the sun is the center of our solar system. Pause the video and then you can record your notes. And our next bullet point is the planets revolve around the sun. And I'm actually going to draw a little diagram over here. So I've got my sun in the middle, and then I'm going to use these lines to show other planets revolving. And I'm going to put planets right there. So now I have a picture to go with my bullet point. And we are not going to write down all of this stuff because some of it we don't need to know. But it's by far the largest object in our solar system. That's really important because that's why all of our planets revolve around the sun, is because it's so large. It has a big gravitational pull. So in our book, we are going to write largest object in the solar system. And then the last thing we are going to record is that actually that's all we're going to record about the sun. I think we're good there. All right, now we're going to go to our next planet, our very first planet. Can anybody take a guess at what this one is? It is, let's see if you guessed right. Uh-oh, my words are hidden. Mercury is our first planet in order after the sun. So in my book, I am going to turn the page. And this page is going to be all about Mercury. So at the top of this page, I'm going to write my heading. And then I'm going to draw my planet. And if we go back and look at our screen over here, it's all gray. That doesn't look. And it's kind of this gray color. So I'm going to make an outline of my planet. And I'm going to color it in with my gray pencil. It's going to be kind of hard to see on this blue. I'm going to make some lines to show that it's round. And it looks like there's some craters on there, so I'm going to make sure I draw some craters. It kind of looks like the moon a little bit, but Mercury's way bigger than the moon. Oops, sorry, I didn't show you my book. So I drew my Mercury. And the next thing we're going to do is write down our notes about Mercury. So the first thing we want to know is that it's the closest planet to the sun. So that's going to be our first bullet point. Closest to the sun. Our next bullet point is that it has less gravity than Earth. So gravity is what kind of holds us down to the ground. We've talked about how when the astronauts go up to space, they float because they don't have that gravity to hold them down. So Mercury, there's less gravity than Earth. Oops, wrong page. Temperatures can be very high and very low. That's going to be our next one. We can put can be very hot and very cold. Remember that this is the closest planet to the sun, so I'm sure those temperatures can be really, really hot. We need to know that it is the smallest planet. And our last thing that we want to know that it has no moons. No moons. So Earth has one moon. Mercury has no moons. And then I want you to go back and put a star next to your favorite fact about Mercury. Mine is that it has less gravity than Earth. So I think that would be cool. Okay, our last planet we are going to talk about today is whichever one comes next in the order from the sun. Do you know which one it is? It is Venus. Whoa. Venus looks really pretty on there. So I'm going to go back to my book, turn the page, and this page is going to be about Venus. And if we go back and look at our picture, it's kind of like tan and white. So I'm going to draw my Venus picture on here. Can't really see my gray. That's okay. Like a tan color. I'll just use like a light brown. There's some pinky things in there, so I might use a pink. Outline a little better. All right, now we're ready for our facts. Our first fact about Venus is that it is second planet from the sun. You can also write second like this. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Okay. Planet from the sun. We want to know that it's about the same size as Earth. Ooh, fun fact, it's named after the Greek goddess for love and beauty. It is a fun fact. We need to know that this has a thick atmosphere that traps some heat, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. That's an important fact. Hottest planet in our solar system. And then our last fact of the day is going to be, it actually is two more, that it has no moons. So similar to Mercury, has no moons. And then our last fact of the day, this is my favorite one about Venus. It has volcanoes and deep canyons. So there are actually volcanoes on Venus. Volcanoes and deep canyons. Okay, so we are done recording facts for the day. Remember to go back and put a star next to your favorite fact about Venus. This is my favorite fact because I'm just picturing volcanoes all over the place on Venus. Doesn't seem very safe to travel to. And then tomorrow we will start looking at a couple more inner planets. And actually, I want you to go back real quick. At the bottom of Venus, we're going to write inner planet. And at the bottom of Mercury, we're going to write inner planet. And at the bottom of Sun, we are going to write star because it is actually a star. You can go back and color your planets or add some more diagrams to help you remember your notes if you want. And take a picture of your notes when you are finished.